Happy Monday and welcome along to the Laura and Becky show. So you know the story of how we came here if you're a regular listener to the show. If you're not, here's how this came about. We were radio presenters. We did a breakfast radio show together. We got sacked. We flew to Mallorca. We got drunk and started this podcast.
Now we are sponsored by East Midlands Airport, RedBrik Estate Agents and the Casa Hotel Group.
Whoop, 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 whoop. And it's our party this Friday.
It's countdown.
We are so excited. We are drinking copious amounts of rosé. I love that word. Copious amounts of rosé in preparation.
Well, we have to because we need empty rosé bottles for our flower decorations.
Should we do a count? A rosé bottle count?
I've got 3.
Brilliant. I have got...
Did we need 14, did she say?
Yeah, I think I've got 5, possibly 6.
Okay, oh, that's good.
So we're doing all right. In fact, last night I went to my friend's for a bottle of rosé, and her parents had been drinking some in the day. And as I was leaving, they just put some on the side for recycling. I was like, guys, don't throw those bottles away. I'll take them off your hands if that's okay. They literally looked at me like, why would you want empty bottles of rosé?
Do you know what we could do? I did think, I'm sure the Tickled Trout have got many empty bottles of rosé.
Yes.
And maybe we need to...
Pizza pie as well.
Yes.
We need to hit some people up, don't we? Well, I went... So these bottles, right, were on the side. But we started chatting. So my friend's dad then didn't know that I wanted these rosé bottles. He put them outside in the recycling bin. So I went to leave. I was like, where are the bottles of rosé? They're like, oh no, he must have put them in the bin. I had no shame. I went out and I rifled in their recycling bin and I picked out the 3 bottles of rosé, put them in the boot of my car for Friday night.
Was there anything else interesting in the bin?
The bin, just lots of other bottles of other wine.
Oh, right. Like their booze, do they?
Oh, they like their booze.
Talking of pale rosé, I love the fact we now are thought of every time someone has a pale rosé.
Oh, I am
for this. Living. The best one yesterday was Lovely Rosie is in Ibiza. She sent a photo of her pale rosé in Ibiza. I was like, and it was as pale can be.
Almost see-through, wasn't it?
Great, yeah.
It is nice that even though, people are on holiday, they're off doing things with their families or their partner, they still think of me and thee when they drink a pale rosé.
I want someone to be brave and send us a dark rosé because we'll go in on you. Well, there's no shame.
What I love as well is a lot of our listeners and little ferals now, they are judging the rosé before us. Yeah. So if we repost something on our Instagram page of like a pale rosé, we'll get messages from our little ferals going, that looks a little dark, that. Do we think, that's a bit iffy, that one? Like they've become more judgy than we have.
Yeah, I love it. It's great.
Same.
Yeah, keep them coming, please. If ever you have a pale rosé, let us know about it on our Instagram. It's at the Laura and Becky show, isn't it?
I love how we don't know.
That's what it is.
Yeah. Get following us, by the way, as well. Also had a message from someone else on our at Laura and Becky page. This is James who follows us. And this was actually from a few weeks ago, but I kept forgetting to read it out and it just makes me laugh. So there was something you and I we were drinking. I think it was when we were in Casa, actually.
Funny that.
We'd stayed the night at Casa and we were having a bottle of rosé, Whispering Angel, in the hot tub. And he messaged and he went, it looks like you and your old mucker are having a great time in the jacuzzi. You and your old mucker.
Your old mucker?
I mean, mate, I kind of like that.
Says that?
He's military, I think.
Right.
So I think, mate, is it a military term? You and your old mucker. But I quite like that. I thought I might keep that. Come on, mucker. Oi, mucker. Let's go. We could just call each other mucker.
It's better than slapper.
Is it though?
I don't know.
I don't know.
What would you rather, mucker or slapper? Depends what day it is. Right, okay, so I'm a little bit obsessed with Beyonce at the moment.
Yes.
There are so many TikToks of her she's been at Tottenham. I think she's finished now in Tottenham, hasn't she?
I don't know.
I think she's finished. I think so. Finished on a Saturday night. So on Saturday, our friends went to Beyonce. Also, Harry Styles was playing at Wembley. Coldplay were at Manchester. I think Elton John was somewhere as well.
Yeah.
I literally just sat on my bed and I was so annoyed. I was like, I want to be. I can't believe I'm not at any of these concerts.
It felt like everyone and anyone was at a
sunny.
concert. Oh God, I know. I was watching people's reels of like getting ready for Beyonce, get ready with me for Beyonce, and then at Beyonce. It looked insane. I've been obsessed though with watching Blue Ivy
Ain't she improved?
Oh my God.
She's like a different person.
I mean,
that just goes to show a little bit of practice.
How proud must Beyonce have been?
Know.
Literally, there she is on stage, and she's got her daughter there, literally owning it.
Yeah.
I must have watched hundreds of videos on repeat of Blue Ivy.
Yeah. Also as well, what must it be like? I often wonder this. Imagine being a human being where you impact so many people, like not just like in that stadium, which has got like tens of thousands of people, but like worldwide, like wherever you go, you fill stadiums like 4 or 5 times over. They all know your music. Imagine her being your mum. Imagine Beyonce being your mum. Imagine Jay-Z. Imagine Jay-Z just watching Beyonce.
Yeah.
Like that's his wife. Like, how does she do it? How does she fling her hair around? How does that hair stay on her head?
I don't know. Do you know what? I looked at her set list. So on Spotify, you can get the Beyonce Renaissance Tour set list. Mate, how many songs does she do as well?
How does she dance and then just start singing? I only have to trot up the stairs. I'm knackered.
She must be exhausted.
But why? How and why?
I don't know.
Why is one person that talented?
I don't know. It's unfair, isn't it?
Do you think she's like the pop star of our generation?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, I think she probably is. There's like, no one does it. No one does it like Beyonce, does it?
No. But then it makes me think about Jay-Z.
Right.
And let's go back a few years.
Yeah,
when they were in that lift.
Do you remember?
And Solange went at him.
Yeah.
Now you say all this, and Beyonce is perfection. How could Jay-Z do what he did?
I don't know. But I mean, I think they've got over it.
I think they've got over it, but still, to be that perfect and that talented and still get cheated on, there's no hope for any of us, is that? I mean, literally no hope.
I just like the celebrities, like just stood there watching her.
I've been watching those on TikToks as well, and they're like, look who I saw at the Beyonce concert. Kris Jenner, Kylie.
Who was there last night? On Saturday night, there was someone really famous. Can't remember who it was now.
So famous,
just
can't remember.
Loads of them.
Yep.
Just living their best lives.
I know. But yeah, I feel like Blue Ivy, she's coming up the ranks,
isn't she?
She's going to be
amazing. If you've got a mum, I mean, it's a bit like our kids. They've got us as mums. They're going to be talented kids, aren't they?
Lily, Rosie, Grace, are you listening to this? You don't even know you're born.
Were my daughters out, so I had a tea with them last night, and Rosie was like, "Oh my God, I've had to block you on TikTok." And they literally started taking the mick out of me.
No.
Yeah, they were like, "Are you in your floaters?" And I was like, "All right, girls, how many followers have you both got on TikTok, eh? But yeah, they were like, they'd be saying back. They just hate it.
Mate, it keeps you grounded.
They don't
doesn't
even listen to this. They don't know what I do.
No.
They don't care.
No. See, Lily's at that age where she loves it.
Yeah, wait
She's
for
like,
it.
doing the pod today, Mum? Yeah. In fact, I've just got a text from her dad saying Lily wants to FaceTime because she's with him at the moment. She's been with him over the weekend. And I've put, I'm just doing the pod.
What? Is it inset day for your lot?
It's inset day. She's not back at school. So it's like, can you FaceTime? So I replied, and then Lily's replied to me going, "Oh, you're doing the pod, Mum?" She's like my biggest fan and biggest supporter at the moment. But give it 2 years, the tide will turn.
Okay, we have got 22 minutes until Holly Willoughby goes on this morning and does her statement.
We are actually trying to get this pod done a little bit quicker today because we want to watch Holly on This Morning.
As do, I think, well, actually, no, not a lot of people. Most people are at work, aren't they? Let's face it.
But do you think their viewing figures will be through the roof today?
Massive.
Maybe their biggest ever.
Massive.
How do we think Holly must be feeling now?
She'll start and she'll go, "Hello." She'll be like, "Hello." Now, I think she'll be like,
do you think she'll address it?
Oh, mate, she's doing a statement. She's starting it with a statement.
Oof.
Yeah.
Oof.
Yeah. Now, she'll be like, "Now, obviously, it's been a tough 2 weeks."
And she's with Josie, right? Josie Gibson.
Yeah, which I'm a little bit like, oh, but she's with Alison. But yeah, it's going to be good.
Yeah.
It'll be like 30 seconds and then they'll be like, right, on with the show. And then that will literally be that. That will be it, over.
Nobody really cares about the rest of the show now, do they? Nobody cares if they're interviewing Dr. whoever about blah, blah, blah.
They're going to have to pull something out the bag, aren't they, this morning? They're going to have to revamp that show.
Yeah.
Because I think...
It can't just carry on as normal, can it?
I don't know.
We don't want it to. Anyway, should we move on to Make? Because we need to see her, don't we, this morning?
Let's move on. Mate.
So you had a delightful weekend, didn't you?
Delightful.
I mean, literally living it up with Ferraris.
It was the first weekend for a long time. I've got ready and gone out, and it's been like a day out.
She had a day out, guys.
I'm not joking. I had a day out.
Well, I think the thing is with a day out, right? You get a bit anxious about spending the whole day out and not being able to go home. Like, if you can pottle out, poodle, trottle. Not even a word. Pottling around.
Let's bottle around.
So if you can like go out for a bit, pootle, and go back to your house, aka
place.
bed, then you're fine. But I think spending the whole day or night somewhere, that you don't like that, do you?
Well, listen, we all know now. My husband loves cars. He always goes to car shows, and he usually goes with his dad. And I never go because I don't want to, because I'm not interested in cars. However, he managed to get me to this car show because basically my friend Joe has a husband who's really into cars too. So he was like, I'm going to get Joe and Simon to come with us. I was like, I'm there. If Joe's there, I'm there,
if
obviously.
Why can't I speak today?
What, a fan? If I have fans there, I'll go too. Because actually my celebrity, I can't go anywhere.
I went to say gal. I went to say fan. If there's a gal there, you're there.
So I'd messaged Joe the day before. We were chatting away and I was like, what are you wearing? She's like, what are you wearing? Blah, blah, blah. And I said, I'll bring some Prosecco. And she went, oh, hell no, I'm bringing Pale Rosé. We've got her into Pale Rosé, by the way.
Love.
And she went, mind you, I think the one I've got isn't that pale. And I'd messaged her and I went, if you bring a dark rosé, we can't be friends anymore. That's it. I'm leaving.
It's over.
So anyway, I was kind of excited to go because I was going to see Joe. And also the weather looked splendid.
So nice.
Okay. So, obviously, my husband was happy because I was going to a car show with him, and I dragged the 14-year-old with me too. I was like, "You'll come in as well."
Yeah.
So we all got there. I mean, there were a lot of Ferraris because it was the Ferrari members day, Ferrari members club day. I kick up in my Kia Sportage. I was like, "Where do I park the Kia? Is there a special car park for me?"
Did you rev the engine? It's like.
Anyway, so parked up.
There are a lot of fit men there.
Right. Okay. First of all, let me just tell you, as soon as I got there, I thought I've missed a trick here. I should have brought you. You should have come with us.
I mean, mate.
I could have squeezed you in that car.
Yeah. Pale rosé and fit men.
Becky. But you know, last week we were talking about you like men in fast automobiles.
Yes.
Why did we not think of why have we not thought about this before?
This is a major faux pas.
It was on an airfield. So not only were there men with very fast cars, there were pilots galore doing loop-de-loops in the sky.
I would have been like a rat up a drain pipe. Let me tell you.
I wouldn't be able to contain you. Honestly.
You'd have had me on a leash and then be like, okay, go. Let me off. There she goes.
You could pay to go in this plane with this pilot, and I thought you'd be there. You wouldn't have paid. We got it for free for
We'd
you.
have blagged it,
We'd have done something,
I would have been up in that plane.
Ever heard of the Laura and Becky show? Anyway, so kind of like we were stood around looking at these Ferraris, and I looked at Jan and I went, I'm not doing this. I am not doing this. There was just a red sea of Ferraris. They're all red. Occasionally there's like a nice blue one, white one. Why would you get a Ferrari in white? What the hell? And they all look the same to me, but they're not, obviously. And I was like, okay, I've looked at this for 10 minutes. I'm done. Where's the coffee? So I dragged Joe off and I said, we ain't following our husbands around all day, because I think she would have. And I was like, no. This is not what we do.
Yeah, no.
Got a coffee, walked back. They're still looking at these bloody Ferraris. Of course they are. And I was like, right, picnic. Let's go and get the food. So we laid it all out. Anyway, she got her hamper, Harvey Nick's hamper. I was like, go on, Joe.
Oh,
I live vicariously through my friends, by the way. They're the ones with Ferrari too. And then she went, right, this rosé. And I thought, if this is a dark rosé, you've ruined my day.
Moment of truth.
Poured out a whispering angel, didn't she?
Oh, she knows.
I literally jumped on her. Yeah. I literally rolling around on the picnic. All these Ferrari owners were like, what are these girls doing?
And this was before you'd had the Whispering Angel as well.
Yeah. So we had our food, and then we walked into the proper bit. We walked around for a bit, looked at a couple of cars. Once you've seen one Ferrari, you've seen them all. Anyway, then I found the pilot, so I stalked him for a bit, filmed him.
Well, you sent me a little video, didn't you? Going, mate, look at him.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, he had this great pilot jacket on. I was like, yes.
Sexy.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
and
sexy.
he didn't even need a runway, mate. He just took off on the field.
On the grass.
On the grass, yeah.
Talented.
He was off and up,
He knows what he's doing.
he does, yeah. So anyway, then there was this stage with this band on, these 3 old guys called Where's Frank, the band was called. So we plonked ourselves with our couple of bottles of Whispering Angel right at the front. Got them open. I sent the kids off to go and do whatever they wanted to do.
Yeah.
And then Joe and I were drinking, okay?
Yeah.
Anyway, sure enough, after 30 minutes, the band clocked us, didn't they? And they're like, well, you ladies at the front look like you're having a good time. What are you drinking? And I was like, it's a pale rosé. He was like, champagne. I went, no, it's a pale rosé. And he went, what have you got in your hamper? And I don't know where it came from, but I just went, cocaine. It's full of drugs. And I thought, oh, God, I'm going to get kicked out. I thought,
God.
Honestly,
Nora's had a rosé.
Sat around me, all these posh people. They've all got like the chinos on, you know the type, yeah?
I know the type. The sweatshirts
jumpers,
over the
cashmere
shoulder.
over the shoulder.
Yeah.
They're all there, right? And I thought, oh, God. And Joe just went with their pale rosé. They loved it, mate. They thought it was hilarious.
Do you know what? Posh people like a bit of naughty fun.
Don't
they
they just?
And they like cocaine.
So the band were like,
as well. Were they
that is a
literally
sweeping statement.
All right, some of them do. Were they literally sniffing around your hamper after that? I say, oh, where is the good stuff? Open the hamper.
So the band were like, right, ladies at the front, I've got pale rosé and a hamper full of drugs. And I was like, whoop, whoop, like that. And I thought, oh, God. And my fleeting thought was, if my father-in-law was there, I don't know what he'd have done. I think my mother-in-law, I think Joy would have been all for it. She'd have been knee deep in that pale rosé. But I think Mike would be like, never. It'd have walked up to James and gone, never bring her again.
Control your wife, James.
So anyway, 5 minutes later, I hear, excuse me. I thought, oh, I'm going to get thrown out.
Security.
Yeah. Anyway, turned round. I smelt him before I saw him. He smelt divine. Tall, dark, handsome man. No. I mean, luckily, our husbands were off. We didn't see them all day. I don't know where they were. They were off looking at...
And hey, listen, when the husbands are off looking at Ferraris...
Yeah. You know, this guy approached us. Yeah. And I turned around and he went, can I have 2 bags for my mum and dad behind me?
So funny as well.
Funny. Very handsome. Yeah. Anyway, looked around. There they are. His mum and dad like giggling away. I went, so I can offer you a strawberry. Came and sat with us. I was like, come and bring up a chair. Yeah, so he was a doctor, of course he was, with his mum and dad.
So hang on, listen again. Good job, handsome, tall, dark,
I don't know if he
funny.
had a Ferrari, but he was there, so maybe he does.
Also with his mum and dad.
Yeah, very nice. Yeah. Anyway, there was a presenter there who with a cameraman who was going around filming all these Ferraris and rah, rah, rah. Cut long story short, in the end, he was sat next to me. Yeah, he was a racing driver.
Handsome?
Yeah. Well, yeah.
It doesn't matter, does it? He's on TV and he's got a Ferrari.
Yeah. So I had a doctor, his parents, the presenter, aka racing driver, and Joe, and I was knee deep in pale rosé. Husband walks over. I thought, this is over. Also, I was singing to the top of my voice to Robbie Williams' Angels that Where's Frank were playing. And he loved it. He was like, all right. And I think he's like, of course she has. Of course she has.
He's used to it now, isn't he?
He's used to it.
He knew what was going down.
Joe's husband, Simon, he needs to loosen up a little bit. He looked a little bit terrified. I thought, it's all right, so this is a normal day for us.
Normal Saturday, Simon.
Yeah, he tends to stand like Peter Pan.
Yeah, you told me this earlier, honestly, and you did the impression.
Legs apart, hands on
funny.
hips. Yeah, he needs to loosen up a little bit. Yeah, get a bit loose.
I bet you're the woman for the job. You're the one to loosen him up.
Yeah, I can loosen anyone up.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it caused a bit of carnage. They loved it though.
I bet they bloody
loved
did.
it. My only regret is I didn't get a pilot involved at some point, but I guess they're flying planes.
Next time.
Yeah.
Next year, up the ante.
But listen, I'm all up for car shows now. I mean, I was like, no, but it's got to be a posh car show. So next
Do you think
Ferrari
I need
day
to go to a car show?
is in August. I'll tell you the date.
Okay.
It is a single lady's dream.
Mate, I'm sold. Okay?
Okay.
You had me at Ferrari. Okay, I'm in.
Especially if it's at an airfield because you've got a plethora of...
Honestly, you don't need to persuade me anymore, mate. You can just stop right there. I am in. I'm clearing my diary in August, okay? Right, let's go and watch This Morning.
Yes.